We need to up our game and shit. We need to do comedy butt naked, right?
Saying his goodbyes. He blew his eye socket off and his eyeball fell out.
White women keep kidnapping us. Y'all seen The Blind Side?
Aren't you glad we have that disclaimer at the beginning of the episode?
It's going to come in handy for this episode. This week's episode of The Voice Party is brought to you by Big Boy Raps. Get your car wrapped by some of the most experienced and skilled in the Bay. Big Boy Raps, where the big boys play.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Voice Party. How's everyone feeling today?
Feeling good.
You guys feeling good?
Yeah.
We got Corday.
What's up, man?
We got Joaquin.
Hey.
We got JD. What's good? We got Phil's on the 1 and 2s.
How's it going, everybody?
Corday hasn't heard this yet.
No, I have not.
Hey, show him what you got. Show him what you got.
We got a brand new board.
I sprung for a new board.
Okay.
Well, we did.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yeah, you guys aren't going to hear me because my mic comes in after the board.
Okay.
But check it out, Corday.
All right.
No one gives a fuck about tomorrow's June right now.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. Guest says something funny.
That's the clip.
That's the clip right there. That's the clip.
Oh, shit.
What's the other one?
Oh, my personal favorite.
I ain't never had a bed before. Oh, my headphones are cutting out so much.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's not good.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good, man.
Doing good, man.
I gotta hold
You had a
this.
show last night.
I did have a show last night.
And you have your voice still.
I do still have my voice.
Why do you still have your voice? Tell us
Because
what
I
you've been
sang
doing.
correctly this time.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell people what that means, because I don't feel like a lot of people know what that means.
Yeah. So, JD. So what we're talking about is a few months ago, JD booked a show for my band and for another artist, Flacco.
Never again. Never again.
Divas.
Not divas. He didn't have.
I didn't have any
simple essentials.
Yeah.
To host a band.
No,
like,
no, he was just
like we had thousands of dollars worth of gear.
It's different.
And he had 4 wall plugs.
Yeah.
No waters, no towels, no
waters,
green
no
room.
Okay.
I did after.
He got waters right before we went on,
Yeah.
but then he got a little 6-pack of waters.
Now
and
you need
there's
like a whole 12. Yeah. Yep.
and there's 12 people that were performing. So
Yep.
No. But the show went. It was fine.
What can I say? The bands don't draw money. You know?
That's facts. Facts.
When a comedy producer books a band, it's not anything like, all right, we need a mic, sound, maybe little future things, but like we don't know. Like,
He showed us. He was like he showed us a board that was like that size, and he was like, is that gonna work? And I was like, no.
You asked if I could be stage manager. What the?
Yeah. We go. So who's stage managing? Because like we need to know things are going on.
That's stage manager right there.
Yeah. He goes, what's a stage manager?
Yeah.
I go, oh God.
I wouldn't know nothing about that either.
Me and Flacco were just like, he's an idiot, but this is fine. So last night we had some technical issues before we started, but the show ended up going great.
Yeah.
All the bands were really good. We rocked it. Voice didn't go out. Like because what happened was with his show, I didn't feel that crowd was feeling us until after the show. It was one of those, like, they just sit there and they just nod their head, and then after, like, oh, you were great, but like they didn't show it during the show.
Yeah.
So I was going 10 times harder.
Yeah.
Right. And I started screaming, and I was like just trying to like do really well, and I just ended up blowing my voice. This time I heard the crowd more. They were singing along. I was like, cool, I can calm down a little bit. I can really relax on stage. It was a smaller stage too, so I wasn't running around like crazy, but also giving myself like some air to breathe while I was singing, so that's how it worked out, and the show went great. We got a nice payout for.
How much? Tell us. I'm just kidding.
I mean, not
more than when you made that at my show.
$280.
You fucking said, I was just kidding.
Oh, like like for a small show that we didn't expect anything.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You could just bleep out the number.
Yeah, just bleep out the number.
Just put I never had a bid before over that.
Sorry, more work for you, bro.
Yeah, but like no one gives a fuck about tomorrow's June right now. But yeah, like because you don't expect to make money when they're like, hey, can everyone bring 70 people? You know what I mean?
Shit.
How many people were there?
Maybe 50, 60 overall.
And this was at
Baltic Kiss in Point Richmond. It was a nice draw.
Yeah,
it was a nice draw.
Richmond, the Richmond place, yeah. That's always funny too. Like, so I didn't know bands have to have a bringer show as well. Like comics are
straight up.
Yeah,
That's all band shows are.
That's all band shows.
Yeah, like comedy has like kind of. You guys have a little bit of a built-in scene where people want to go see comedy.
Nah, depending on
You don't
depending on
think
the show.
so?
No,
All shows are kind of bringer shows, man.
yeah, also like it's kind of especially if like it's a new booker, like they'll new bookers
New comic.
always try to get a new comic to be on their shows, because new comics, it doesn't depend like how funny they are, but if they can bring people, they'll constantly be booked. It was like, okay, so I'm starting this new show up, I'm like guaranteed, like you're guaranteed this amount of money, but if you bring people, you get a percentage of the ticket sales per person. So then we'd be like, what is this? And then you realize it's a bringer show, because sometimes the producer doesn't put on good shows, so they put instead of making it harder for them, they put it on you,
right,
to try to bring people, and then they'll blame you, like where's your where why you didn't promote more?
It's promoters.
Yeah,
the idea of a promoter is terrible unless you're at the top level of what a promoter is. These local promoters are trash, and I'm sorry, like they really are. Yeah. They don't do anything.
Nope.
They just take your money. Yeah. That's all they do. Because the venue could book you. We do all the social media stuff. They don't do any promotion whatsoever. You know, what's the point of your job? Yeah. Because 90% of the time, they're not even there at the shows.
Oh, that's the worst.
For music.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time we've been booked at a venue, that person that we've been in contact with was not there.
But if he's a good producer, he doesn't need to be there, right?
There's no such thing. To be honest, like in our local level, there's not.
I would disagree.
It's your sound guy. Your sound guy runs the show.
It's what I'm saying.
But the producer doesn't need to be there if he's
usually if it's a producer who's producing multiple shows, he's not there.
Yeah, this is different than comedy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've been to hella shows where the producer's not there. Yeah, like, we don't really need him.
But for like a music event, especially if this is kind of starting new, they need to be there.
Yeah,
just if like
first time working with that band.
Yeah, first time working with the band, they need to be there.
Which is 90% of the time though.
But then they always like, hey, like I won't. Is it this? Like, hey, I won't be there, but this person is the person you contact. I always think that's hilarious. I'm like, why aren't you?
Why am I not just in contact with them then?
Yeah, like I always feel like that's their way of saying like I'm kind of big, because it's like, hey, I'm not the person you talk to. I'm gonna talk to this person, even though you're the person you've been communicating with for like the last several months. Whether they put it off on somebody else, and then sometimes that person who they're putting it off of usually doesn't know everything you guys talked about.
Right. 100%. Oh yeah. They don't know a lot of what you've discussed. Like when we went to the show last night.
I thought I was a headliner.
No, that's happened. Like we got to the show last night and they were like, "So, did you guys brought your drum set?" And we're like, "No, we were told we were using the house drum set." Oh, no, and like they were cool. Yeah. The owners just didn't know the guy we were in contact with. He's actually on tour right now in the UK, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But like it's kind of one of those things, right?
Oh, that guy.
The owner just didn't know that there was 3 bands last night.
Okay.
3 bands.
There was only 2. Yeah. And so it's like you get stuff like that all the time.
Wasn't there only 2 bands in the flyer?
No, 3.
3?
Yeah, Bloodhoom, us, and the Troops.
Okay.
And it was cool too. Like that show was it was a cool progression because
it's better than my show. It was more your kind of people.
No, okay, look, I wouldn't say that it was better than your show. It was just your first time putting on a show.
Yeah.
So you can't say that like, oh, a venue that's been doing music for a long time, like
it's not set up for music either.
El Garaje. Well, the problem is, right? So that it's a smaller room. It's kind of got some insulation here and there.
Loud as fuck.
That room was pretty well treated and mixed.
It's made for music.
Yeah, where El Garaje has a lot of metal sheeting around, and so it just the sound bounced off the walls and at the wrong places. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you couldn't hear my vocals at all at that show, and I think that's why I was screaming a lot more because I was trying to hear myself. We didn't have monitors or anything. And we were just DIYing everything. So it was like, I brought all my cables. Someone else brought a mixer. Someone else brought speakers, and nothing matched anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at that point, you're kind of like,
chaos.
It was chaos. Yeah.
The first thing I heard is when they plugged in something, sparks came out, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that's how the show's going.
Yeah.
And then
because JD goes, there's plugs on the wall. I was like, we have 6, 7 amps. They're all like, combined.
They had a board like the size of half of that table. I was like, oh.
Yeah, like that's what we needed, and then I brought a snake and stuff. and the plugs on the wall were dipping into the wall, like, you know, when they're broken.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Like the walls cracked and shit like that.
like-
Which is fine for comedy, like, you know.
Because you only need a mic and stuff. And
The more I think about this, JD, you probably shouldn't have did this show. But it's a learning experience.
I shouldn't.
it was a great learning, but it was fun. It was fun though.
Burn the restaurant down.
The headliner wanted to, so
okay.
All right, well, I'll
try.
It was fun though.
It was fun, but
And we brought in good.
we had a decent.
We got a
crowd.
decent crowd, and you know, made something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you made anything, but
I didn't, but it's okay. I took it.
No, yeah.
but that's the. I mean, that's also like a learning curve for music too.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do this with friends too, it does change the dynamic. If you're a promoter, I'm taking all the money first. The bands come second. If you're doing this like,
That's
I want to
shady.
put on a show,
Shady. That's a little
you're an artist yourself. You're gonna be like, fuck, like I really got to sell this thing out, or I'm not making shit.
Or it's one of those things too. It's like, hey, I do music and we're part of a band. What's your forte? Or I do comedy. Like, okay, so here might be what do you guys normally? What's your normal setup for comedy?
Here's your drink ticket.
Or like, right? Or like just like for the sound and equipment. And like, okay, so now, but this is what we need all for music, like amps. Like that's not something you think about. You probably need like one amp, one speaker, or a few speakers.
I thought we would get away with DJ Rich's amps and then a few other ones that they were bringing.
Nah, man.
That's what I thought.
No, because everyone's got their own tones that they like, so every guitar player brings their own amp. Sometimes we'll share, like we did share. I shared one of the amps with Flacco's band, and then little things here and there. Like we always bring an extra large guitar stand so that everyone can use. Yeah. One, it looks cool on stage to have 7 guitars. Lined up. But also, it's so much easier. You know what I mean? We leave it till the end of the show. We're all there anyways. It's cool. But yeah, I mean, learning experience. He had to do that because now I told him, he's like, would you ever do another one? I go, yeah. But we know now what to expect. Like we knew we needed that size of a board. We know we might need more speakers. We know that the power source is this, and that. We know that the green room, we'll need a green room this time because it's creepy to leave your gear out with a bunch of random people.
Yeah, I always think about that when I leave my gear around and I'm just like, nah, it's cool. And I walk outside, I'm just like, I'm really trusting these people right now. Yeah, my merch, yeah. I'm like, I'm really trusting these people. Yeah. Or they made your day shirts, yeah.
Has anyone ever stolen merch or gear from you? From your
we've been, knock on wood, we have been very lucky. But we have played dozens of shows where the band, like we did a Battle of the Bands in SF at DNA Lounge, and right before the band went on, someone had broke into their van and stole their gear. And so all of us bands threw in our gear to help them perform.
I've heard
and they were devastated.
Touring bands getting robbed.
Touring bands out here get robbed every time. A lot of rock bands don't like to come out here. That's why they skip over to Sacramento or they stay in like Fresno and Merced area. Okay. Because it's rough out here. Yeah. Like I know one of our friends that produces our stuff, they went to London. Their trailer got broken into, just stolen.
Oh, London, I heard, is rough.
Their van and trailer just got stolen. Yeah, there in the hotel, and they were devastated.
Do you know stories about London, like for rock bands? It's like the roughest, one of the roughest places.
Are you serious?
I didn't know that.
It's the Oakland of the UK.
It's the Oakland of the UK. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I mean, this is back in the days. I'm sure it's still the same, but like, I forgot what like rock musician said, like they got slashed by someone with a knife at a show. Like, it's rough.
I don't know. I think you're gonna probably be a little safer now.
Well, yeah,
with that kind of stuff. Like you're probably not gonna get stabbed
that was old
on stage,
punk.
Right? Old 80s punk. But you're gonna get robbed.
Yeah,
it's inevitable.
Yeah,
I'm terrified for the day that it happens.
Yeah.
Same.
But it's with anything.
Yeah, for me, it's
once people know who you are,
For me, it's always selling merch. I'm always like nervous about that. I'm like wondering like if people like notice like where I'm putting the money and stuff like that. Especially if I'm doing like really well and things like that, or if like
it's expensive.
I saw that at the Improv on Friday.
Really?
Yeah, the merch booth. I was in the merch booth.
Yeah.
And some dude grabbed a shirt. And the merch guy was busy with another guy.
Another person, and
he was starting to slowly. And I said, that's $35.
Yeah. Nah, I do,
yeah.
I remember at the show I had at Cobb's that we all was at. What's up, you? Because you were an asshole. But like,
I was busy.
Yeah. It was like a chick like picked up a shirt. I was like, so that's 25 or stuff like that. And she was like in her head, she's like, and then she like kind of ran out. And I was like, bitch, where the fuck is she going? I was like, oh, she's going next door to me, and then I didn't see her. And then luckily she was like, I was like, hey, so you gonna pay me for that shirt? Because I DM'd her. She's like, oh, I didn't pay. I was like, no, bitch, you didn't pay. You just ran out. You said some crazy shit in your head and ran outside. And my sister's like, not you trying to steal.
Yeah.
I was like, don't worry, I know her. Like, we're gonna meet up soon. And I was like, crazy people. But yeah.
Speaking of crazy cities, yesterday outside Lands.
Yeah.
When we were leaving, someone rushed the gate. Their gates on the
floor.
They were all on the floor.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know how many people. I think it was like, I heard supposedly it was like a big group.
Yeah, like a few thousand maybe.
Yeah. I don't know about 1,000, but the fences were down. Like they like pushed hell of them down. Outside Lands yesterday.
Yeah.
Never again.
Yeah. I mean, I knew it.
You know what's fucked up?
What?
He was supposed to come to my show. He told me he was coming to my show.
I know he wasn't coming.
Yeah.
No. Well, I would have if it wasn't.
But I got outside land tickets, and then I had a terrible time. Could have had a great time at my show.
I didn't have a terrible time.
You could have had a better time.
No, I did. I had a go. I had a good time.
Okay.
It was just
stressful.
The beginning was stressful, man. I should tell the story.
Yeah.
I don't want to say names.
Don't say names, but
I don't want to say names. I went.
Just say some random people. Just say other
George.
People's name.
George.
I was just watching his episode last night.
And give me another pick name.
Ted.
George and Ted.
Ted. Yeah.
I was with George.
Ted Lasso.
I rolled in with George.
Yeah.
Ted was gonna meet us.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the email of how we were supposed to get our passes. I know that's already raw. Like
idiot.
So we walked in.
I would have been so pissed at him.
So we walked into the gate to the what's it called, the box office.
Yeah.
And I didn't know we had to show our IDs. Mm-hmm. So it's me and George, or what was it? George.
I knew you were gonna forget the name.
George.
And George on his way inside to get the box office, take some shrooms. I'm like, oh, cool. They tell us you actually have to pick up. We're at outside Lands at the
Golden Gate Fields.
Yeah. Oh, park.
Yeah.
They tell us you have to pick up your pass at
Bill Graham
Civic Center.
So far away, bro.
And then we walk out. We're like, oh no. And then I hit up my cousin Vivi. Is like, oh, what's up with the tickets? And she's like, oh, I sent you the email. And I looked at the email. Oh, that's my bad. George is pissed off at me. I get it. We meet up with Ted outside. The first thing Ted says is, I just take hella acid. Let's do this. And we tell him we need to go to Bill Graham to get our passes. And he's like, are you for real? Because I'm like feeling it now. And I was like, oh no. So we got an Uber to Bill Graham, and it was the most stressful fucking ride of my life because these fools started like tripping. Yeah. And this dude, Ted, was the most concerning one because he's like, I need to get out of this car right now. He was like, JD, remind me to never make plans with you again, dog. We get to the Civic Center, we get our fucking passes, and on the way back it's worse because now they get the giggles.
Yeah.
They both sit in the back seat. I sit in the front. I'm like with the guy. Yeah. Hey man, thanks for picking us up.
It's always funny. Like as an Uber driver, it's always funny. It was like, hey man, thanks for picking us up. And it's like, it's three.
Charge. Yeah.
It's three. And like I'm like, what are you talking about? And you can figure it out. Like, oh, they've been doing some shit today. But keep going.
Yeah. We're riding back, and it's a mess. I gave the wrong address.
Of course.
On the way back because I literally you can type in outside Lands, but it's not exactly where we were at.
Sure.
So we had to change it, and then we're like 5 minutes from the location, and these fools get the giggles hard. No, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
They're like, did you see that over there? And they're both laughing, and I looked. It was just a regular sign, but to them it's like, whoa!
One of the most amazing signs ever.
Yield on there, man.
And then he was like, he shot that bitch in the foot. They were talking about Tory
Lanez. I know exactly. Yep. Yeah. Tory Lanez making a stallion. Yep.
It was, I forgot, someone said something about she got shot in the hoof. And I'm trying not to crack up, but then it was, as soon as we got into outside Lands, we lost Ted.
Yep.
But it's fine. It's fine because he that was his element. That's where he needed to be with what he was experiencing.
Born free.
We found him again at Lana Del. Well, we found him again a few times, but we found him again at Lana Del Rey at the end, and that was like.
How did you like Lana Del Rey?
I was about to say, man, how was that? Was she amazing?
She was beautiful.
Yeah. Yes.
She's kind of thick now.
She's thick. Oh, she was cute. She gets her hair done between songs.
So he didn't.
Oh, really?
It's weird, yeah.
So you
not-
didn't like
that's
the
not
music
weird.
because
That's
you're
not
not mentioning
not-
anything about the music.
Okay, I only know one song. I only know two songs.
Okay, what two?
I don't know the names, but it.
Summertime Sadness, probably.
Yes.
And then probably
The one she did for like a movie. She did one for a movie, right?
Are you talking? I think she's done more than one soundtrack, but I remember her from specifically the F. Scott Fitzgerald
that one,
adaptation.
that one.
Great Gatsby. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the only two that I
okay.
know. Honestly, it's great, but it was like.
It's sad girl pop. It's sad girl
It's
pop.
sad girl.
Love it.
It was like I was
Love
surrounded by chicks in tears, like.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
say Adele brings you down. One of
This one was like a downer, but she
Yeah.
has some kind of like.
Nah, yeah.
She has some. George.
Yeah.
Was the only one.
Of course, dude.
to
of
Lana
course.
Del Rey song.
Of course, man.
I like Lana Del Rey's because my ex, Lana Del Rey was her favorite.
Yeah.
Her and Marina and the Diamonds and stuff, and it's all kind of the same sad girl pop thing.
Foo Fighters.
I
saw the beginning of theirs. They were dope.
Yeah, I want to see them full band. I've only seen them once at the Bridgestone concert at Shoreline when I was young, and it was all like acoustic things. But it was Foo Fighters, Tony Bennett, Arcade Fire, Santana. Who else? There's like a
As in
couple
Carlos
other.
Santana?
Yes, sir.
I was wondering too. I was like, Santana? Like who?
Santana opened up the show. It was crazy.
He's fucking dope.
You know what? As a kid, I'll tell you why I didn't like it because it was all acoustic at Shoreline.
Yeah.
Like they had the band, like they had drums.
It's
and
like
stuff.
us seeing the Grateful Dead. We probably wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah, sure.
No,
I get what you're trying to say.
Grateful Dead with like acoustic guitars.
It's like full band. Like everyone's got a real bass, a real drum set, and then all the guitars are just acoustic.
And then you're just like, hey, this ain't as
Like-
good as the radio.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just like,
'Cause-
it's so close. Why couldn't we just do this? But it was like,
Yeah.
it was for the fundraiser for the kids, and all the kids were on stage with them. And I kind of had an issue with that. I was like, if that's the problem, then take them off the stage. We can still give them the money, but I like want to see the full show.
Move, kids! You're blocking these
And
guys.
I
all right?
partially think that's why I don't like Arcade Fire. Never gave them a chance because I saw them live for the first time, and I was like, this is trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, it was like, there was already kind of weird music in general, but I didn't get to see the full experience. And then
So Foo
guys were
Fighters
rubbing around with ribbons, and I was confused, and I was like 10, and I was like, this is stupid.
Foo Fighters was acoustic.
Everyone was acoustic.
Okay.
Tony Bennett was the only one that's kind of more normal because it was piano based, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
he,
it's not
very
far different.
It's not
than here
right.
on a Tony Bennett recorded.
Right. Like it was very smooth, like drums. You know what I mean? So he was like the closest to being him. But Santana was sitting on a stool, doing all his solos on an acoustic guitar, and it felt like a backyard jam with a bunch of famous people
All right.
in a huge arena. So it was kind of weird. But I am super glad that I got to see Tony Bennett live, and I understand
He just
that.
died, right?
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Tony Bennett.
I am
RIP.
I am super aware that that was a special thing
Yeah.
that I got to see.
Oh, yeah.
And witness.
I left my heart
When did he
in San Francisco.
Oh,
When did-
okay.
when
I didn't
did-
know who
when
Tony
did he
Bennett was for a
die?
while.
Like a few weeks ago.
a
No?
few weeks ago, yeah.
You know who else died? William Friedkin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I
R.I.P.
don't know who that is.
that's the
Same.
We did an episode about
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that
Yeah, we reviewed
the
the
director,
of
the Exorcist.
Exorcist?
and the sorcerer
But,
and other many other
Exorcist,
films.
like it's a trip because I mean, it's like that's not his best movie.
It's not?
I mean, it's the most well known.
It's the best. It's possibly
Sorcerer
the
is-
best horror film
Sorcerer is
ever
a-
made.
yeah.
but it's not his best movie.
That's how
That's an
badass
interesting
badass
fact.
of a fucking filmmaker who was. Exorcist was his first horror movie, and like probably the only one. He was just like, yeah, we'll put something together, and it's like a fucking classic.
Masterpiece. Yeah.
Oscar nominated. That's rare for horror films.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
that's
yeah.
true. And that was just him fucking like, we'll try to make the best we can do, and he made a fucking masterpiece. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Chill it.
That's what I like about like I watch interviews on like like filmmakers and shit because I like or like comics.
Yeah.
Especially if you're into something, you watch interviews are the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm sure you do that too. Do you ever sit and watch just interviews of your like favorite musicians?
Yeah.
I think I do that more than watching their performances sometimes.
You learn more. You learn more that way.
I get a little hyper focused on backstage interviews, like if they do tour diaries and stuff like that. Even with comedians, I like all the new guys that are doing tour diaries and stuff on YouTube.
And not just podcasts, like actual interviews.
No. Like following them around on tour. I love that because I kind of see myself in those a little bit. Like I dream about
send me some
that.
of those. Yeah,
I will.
Yeah.
Like Matt Rife.
That'd be a great one to see.
Who else?
I've never seen tour diaries.
Me neither.
They're great. It's just following them on tour and stuff.
No, yeah, that's the
like,
type of stuff that you want to
like
see.
vlogs, like
Vlogs
Okay,
basically.
okay.
And it's just cool to see the day in the life of how you get to a venue,
Yeah.
how they travel in the van, who they're traveling with. That's why, like, when to the okay, maybe not so much now, but like Felipe's crew, right? Like, they're all on the podcast together.
Yeah.
But if they weren't all on the podcast and they had tour diary, videos of them like all hanging out together, I'm like, oh. The dude that opens up from the young guy, I know him because he's in all the vlogs.
Exactly.
So now I'm a fan of him too because
Exactly, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that happens a lot. Like people know
that happens,
people know
yeah.
like our favorite singers and stuff. I know the photographer. So when you see them in a hotel, it's like, yo, I want to take a picture with him too.
Yeah.
He's kind of famous.
Yeah.
His
builds-
manager.
it builds a fan
And they're
base for
like,
everybody.
yo, I'm the one that gets these guys like clean toilets. What do you talk? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wipe these guys' ass. You
Yeah.
guys want to take a picture with me? But like we know you now.
Yeah, we know you guys are on the vlogs. Like, oh, I saw you on when you guys were like in Toronto or something like that.
Right.
And like you guys was mad. He was mad because you guys couldn't find a place to eat, and he was like, well, shoot, I didn't have the GPS direction, but it's like that whole like little.
Yeah.
That's dope to see with Felipe's crew because like Rodrigo, he's on the podcast in a comic, but he works the merch booth.
Yeah.
And
Right.
People all day, hey, can I get a picture with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, how many people are as part of his crew? Or I guess like how many people
On the podcast, it's like basically all his openers.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many openers does he have?
So the main two is Martin and Rodrigo, and
Okay.
then Butch sometimes too.
Yeah. Okay.
But those guys live over there, so I think it's like they're always
They're always together.
Where does he live?
L.A.
LA. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you was with Felipe Esparza. How was that?
Yeah.
Oh, it was cool, man. It was just busy.
Yeah.
It was like a busy. I didn't really. I mean, I was in the green room for a bit with him, but like we were filming something for him.
What's the difference now between where we were in SF versus last night?
It
was a different ball game, huh?
Way more lax when we were there. It's
Oh.
like, there's two shows, so it was like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
we kind of just floated around, taking video backstage, and
So when you get to a comedy club like this, it's more hectic, would you say?
it was that day.
Yeah.
It was also like the improv was like the staff. I saw a lot of like you got to go to people who were
Heckling and stuff.
heckling.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I gotta buy 2 drinks. It's like, yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It says that on the ticket.
2
Oh,
drink
and I
minimum.
saw people buying fake tickets.
Oh
They just
wow.
Showed up. I bought these tickets online.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, those are fake. Like, those are not. Have you seen that before?
Nah, I haven't. But I remember. Well, so the close thing when I had was opening for Eddie Griffin,
Yeah.
and then they said it was sold out, and some homegirl was like, "Oh, I bought it on this one site," and I was like, "Oh fuck, those shits is fake." They wasn't though, and I was just like, "Yo, you lucked up," because I was like, "What site did you use?" I was like, "I haven't even heard of that site," but she said
Like tickets.com.
Yeah, she was like, she said that was a particular resale site.
Yeah.
So she know about that. She's like, I use this site all the time. I was like,
Apparently,
oh, okay.
that happened once, kind of to hella funny, but it wasn't like much. But
Yeah.
But one of Felipe's crew, when we saw it, he was like, one time some dude bought $700 worth of ticket, and they had to like kick everyone out. Like, sorry, man, this is. But David, I don't know if I should. I'd be alright saying it.
yeah, sure, I don't know. Yeah.
No. He did like tell the dude like he's like, give me your email. We'll another day we'll like.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's definitely
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was seeing people like. There was this lady. I don't give a fuck, and her dude was behind her.
Yeah. That's always the fun interactions too, because sometimes.
But she got kicked out, and then they're like, "Wait for us outside. We'll talk outside."
Yeah.
and then they went outside and whoop, locked the door.
No, I've seen that happen a few times. I not close the door, but or like there was like the lady just doesn't want to leave. The guy's just kind of like the guy. Sometimes if the guy's not drunk, it's usually the lady who's belligerent, and the guy's just like kind of like trying to like talk her down, but she doesn't like. He's like, no, what the fuck? Like, why I'm getting kicked? I'm not even doing
was
nothing.
Like, I wasn't even that loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're always like that. They're like, I wasn't even that loud. Ain't nobody drunk, and you can just smell the booze on her, and then the guy's just like, I'm sorry about this, dude. I'm just sorry.
I'm just gonna take her home.
Yeah.
Some dude was like,
It's a rough night.
The VIP, the VIP. Remember the VIP? Yeah. But he didn't want to wait in line. I'm not waiting in line, but we gotta go. So he was like, oh fuck you guys then. I'm like, you paid for VIP, but you don't want to wait in line too.
Dude,
people are weird, bro.
People are super weird. They think because they paid VIP, they have entitlement, and they think they shouldn't be waiting in line. No, I'm VIP. I shouldn't be waiting in line. But I saw like a little clip of the VIP line, long as fuck.
Well, when we were there at an SF,
but it goes fast.
Yeah, it is fast.
Well, because it's also like
it's just a picture.
It's just a picture. Yeah. You got to get through and through. But like, okay, say 400 people are trying to meet you after the show, like. If they're selling VIP online, you're not the only one buying VIP.
Yeah.
And also, VIP 30, 40, at entertainment for the average public has never meant what we envision VIP means.
Yeah.
It has never meant that. It does not.
You're not going to be backstage in the room.
You're lucky that VIP for Felipe means meeting Felipe.
Yeah.
It does not mean you get to meet people at all in any other scenario.
Tell us more.
In concerts, you get a VIP. That just means you get a kind of nice seat with your own bar, potentially within a 10-foot radius.
And then sometimes you might see the band walk to the stage. Yeah, because Metallica does that.
In Mana, we got a VIP pass one time in LA, and you just got this separate side entrance to the theater that had its own bar. And there were some famous people in there. I was like 9. I don't remember it that much. But like there was like, some news people there, TV stars. But like... The band didn't come out. They're like, sometimes the band comes out. Yeah. You might be lucky. Yeah. And they're like,
I guess we're talking about the difference between VIP seating and VIP tickets versus meet and greet VIP and stuff like that. I think that's probably what people get confused. They think they think VIP also, is like meet and greet sometimes. And sometimes also comedians do come out.
Yeah, sure.
But very often, sometimes they don't. Like I remember, I saw Mo Emmer this week. And then, like, a lot of times, he was at Cobb's. And it's super funny because I always wear, like, this black jacket. And most people always think I'm security because I'm just, like, standing around other security.
You have a bit about that, right?
Right? And I have a bit about that. And so, like, I'll just, like, walk outside and I'm just chilling. Like, I just saw this show. Like, it was a dope show and stuff. And then they start asking me, like, hey, do you think he's going to come out? I was like,
let me check.
Like, I was like, yeah, basically. I'm like, let me check. And then I'm like, I'm not sure. And then he's like, can you see for us? And then, like, one of the staff members just come back and I just walk back in. And I was like, hey, is Mo coming out? And he was like, nah. I was like, okay, cool. And then I'm just chilling inside and I forgot to go out to tell them that he wasn't. And I walked back out, they was gone. And I was like, oh, fuck. And they was like, because we have like a Pacific shirt from like the Netflix show that he was doing. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let me go see. And sometimes security, I'm like, he coming out, he's like, fuck no, he not meeting his fans. But then these fans was like, is he coming out this way or is there like a secret entrance? And
that's weird. That's when they get like sometimes it gets weird with those fans.
Yeah, and I was like
trying to stalk and
yeah. I was like, do you know about the secret entrance? They was like, yeah, well, I figured they have a secret entrance. I'm like, yeah. They was like, where is it? And I was like, I can't tell you that.
But you know what's wild? When you're like famous, like arena level, and they find the truck entrances and stuff where you can like the street locations where you can perfectly see down.
Yeah,
and you wait 2 hours after an arena show, so you're there at midnight when the guy's just walking to his bus.
Yeah,
insane.
I think I've shared this story before, but I snuck in the Oracle. Well, back when the Oracle was the
main hub.
The Oracle.
The Oracle, yeah.
Now it's 3 Rings or some shit.
What is it called now?
No, just Oakland Arena.
Oakland Arena.
Oh, stupid shit.
Well, I went to see Andre Ward fight, and I was fucking drunk.
Yeah.
And I snuck backstage. My friend just said, let's just walk to the door. It was right there. I was like, okay. We walked back there. We had no passes, but I don't know how the fuck we got away with it. We were walking with Larry Merchant, the guy that said to Floyd Mayweather, if I was 50 years ago, I could kick your ass.
Oh,
yeah. So he had press around him, all those local, like, boxing YouTube channels.
Yeah.
And me and my friend just did this. And we're walking next to all the other press, and we got away with it. And then all the other press people left, and it was just Larry Merchant and some fine ass like 25-year-old chick.
Yeah,
he's an old ass man.
Yeah, of course.
And we walked to his. Then I saw no one else is there. I was like, I gotta start asking him questions.
Yeah.
So I was like, so what do you think about the upcoming Mayweather whatever fight? You think Pacquiao Mayweather will fight?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was like talking to himself, though, you know.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh fuck, we're like by his limo.
Yeah.
We said we can't stop walking now. And then my friend is way drunker than me.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, Mary Lurchin. His name's Larry Merchant. Hey, Mary Lurchin. One more thing. Let's take a picture. And then the guy took a picture. And then we got to his limo. And then all the security were looking at us like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
Like, slowly just...
Yeah. Way to play it off, though. Yo.
That is fucking hilarious.
So I have a story. I remember, like you said, like people waiting outside for the tour bus. I went to see Ellie Goulding at the Bill.
You like Ellie Goulding?
Fuck yeah, dude.
That you amaze me every day.
All the time, dude. Lana Del Rey. So I was like in that whole, I think because my sister was in that phase. And a lot of times she listened to songs and I'm like, whatever. But then Ellie Goulding.
Now that I know your sister too, now that I've met your sister,
yeah,
it still doesn't add up in my head.
Oh yeah, we're two different people.
Yeah.
We're like we're this.
So funny.
Yeah, we're
so
like
funny.
we're having like this. So
Well, that's...
yeah, like anything.
your brother are different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anything can happen was like my go-to Ellie Goulding. So I remember I had about some brand new Beats headphones. I'm like, anything can. I was like, yo, this shit slaps, right? So I went to the concert at the Bill Graham, right? And we're outside waiting and stuff like that. I was like, oh, she's about to be coming out. It's like, is Ellie Goulding? It's like, yeah, that's her tour bus right there. Like, oh, this is gonna be dope. I was like, I got her like her flyer or stuff like this, like big ass Ellie Goulding. I was like, I can't wait. I'm gonna ask her some questions or maybe get this thing signed. And we're all like waiting there for hours, like 2 hours, because we're sweating inside. So we're outside, it's cold. It's like, don't worry, she's gonna come and stuff like that. It's gonna be dope. She's gonna say something to us. And then she just walked past us.
Yeah.
What?
I was hella mad.
Yeah.
This one chick, she was like from Europe. She's like, fuck her, fuck Ellie Goulding. And I was just like, what the fuck? I'm like, I was out here freezing for this shit. And then I got pissed because the video Explosions, she used video from her walking out of that concert to her tour bus as part of it. And I was like, I remember that part right there. I was freezing my ass off and she just walked by. Didn't say shit. I was like, maybe you should have talked to fans, like to make it really sell this fucking video. But
now you get it, though. Sometimes you don't want to talk to people, right?
You imagine
doing that shit.
What kind of day she was having? Because this is the other things.
He likes talking to
no,
people.
Yeah,
He'll never understand.
I like talking to people. That's
no, okay, but think about
right
this,
now. Right now,
like, was it a sold out show? Was it pretty close?
I'm pretty sure.
It's pretty close.
Okay, so like, remember we were talking
and
to.
it's hard to sell that fucking cute.
Yeah, no. But like, remember we were talking to Zach, right? And he was like, "Yo, they used to get mad at us when we sold out shows because we didn't make enough money on drink sales or merch sales."
And he was at that point.
Yeah, and he was at that point. You know, not. I don't know if they were Bill Graham big, but like, they were selling out shows. 1,000 cap.
Warfield for sure.
Yeah, possibly.
Who we talking about?
Zach Porter.
I got you. Oh, okay. That's what I thought, but you said Zach. I was like, yeah.
But like, so you imagine like the bullshit that probably goes on. Maybe she was shooting the video and that's what they instructed her to do. Maybe she had to get on the road.
Yeah.
They didn't have time. You know, there's so much behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't think about on a daily, fans don't think about on a daily basis, that like, she could be pissed off. They had a great show. And then, hey dude, your dog died, but you don't get to go home for another 3 months. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been anything.
What sucked was that the security kept updating us where she was.
Was it her security or was it staff security?
Staff security, or
because that's bullshit. They do that shit all the time, and that is, I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
Because they have no say.
Yeah.
Those guys can't even get into, like, we were catering for One Republic.
Yeah.
We had to ask their security every time, can we go clean up their waters that we see clearly are empty, so that we can give them a new one. Yeah. I know them. They don't want you in there right now.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, those guys have no control over anything. They can't tell you if she's gonna come sign autographs.
So there were several security guys.
They make that shit up,
right? And and I was looking at like a few of them, and I was like, you know what the fuck you talking about? You know, like it was like, I see you probably just work here, and then there was like a few guys like with like the actual like little shit, and I was like, but they were like, it was several different security people, and they were all like kind of differently standing, like, you know, people just like, I'll just work here. Like a few people was like, I just work here, and then like I ran in one day, I was like, you just work here? I started asking security, I was like, do you just work here? He was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm not talking. I was like, what about you security? He's like, well, I work here. I was like, but that's her security. So then I was like so I like kind of whiffed through the security to talk to specific people. I'm like, okay, like what is Ellie Goulding? He's like, oh, she just got off stage. She's tired right now, so she's chilling and eating. Like they was giving like those kind of updates. Like
Yeah,
she's about to
she's
shower or
eating
something.
dinner.
I was like, it's like she's eating dinner, and I'm like, all right. It was like, you want to know what she's eating? I was like, nah, dude, I'm not weird. I was like,
I would have wanted to know.
yeah, but like
What their daily
the other
rhythm.
chicks was
Like the same food?
they was like she's like eating fruit and crackers, and it's, oh my gosh, she's so real, and I was just like,
So real.
I was like, y'all are weird.
He's human.
Yeah, right. And then
Well, I guess they're expecting like lobster and champagne or something. You know,
and so I was like, all right, so like, how long is the wait? I was like, because I know she got a dip to somewhere. There's like, yeah, she has to be somewhere like tomorrow, like at 8. I was like, where's she going? She's like, LA. And I was just like, oh, that's not too far. And I was like, okay. It's like, so how long does she normally take to leave? It's like, I don't know. Depends on how she's feeling. She might like chill for a bit. I was like, does she normally sign autographs? He's like, yes, she usually does. I was like, okay. And then like, I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, did we just wait here and see? It was like, yeah. And so we're like, so and people was like, well, I'm gonna get this sign. And I'm like, what are you gonna get signed? And it was like, oh, I'm gonna get her to sign like my shirt. Person had a black shirt on. Like, I'm gonna get her to sign this. And it was like, I'm gonna sign my phone. And I was like, maybe it might help if you have like an official Ellie Goulding poster like I did, because I was like, out of everybody who might get something signed, I was like, I have a poster of her.
A lot of people don't let you. A lot of security doesn't let them sign on people's bodies anymore.
No, I know. And then that's why I was just like,
I've always wanted to sign a tit.
yeah.
you still get it?
I probably can at some point.
You probably have to like have them recorded, like, hey, can like you want me to sign your tip, like that kind of thing, like
I
kind
need
of like
consent.
like can you sign my tip, like, so you want me to sign your tip, like, yeah, sign it please, and they're like going like this, and then you kind of that's out. But yeah, then I was just like, and then so we waited for like 2.5 hours. I think this show's over like around 10:30. She came out like around 10:12. Well, she came out. No, it was. I remember because I was like, yo, she need to hurry the fuck up, because I was right to Bill Graham, like it's right next to Bart.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't drive here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta catch Bart back. Oh wait, did I drive? I forget. But
Whatever it was.
yeah. No, I was catching Bart, so I was like, I got a few more minutes for Bart.
But then also like we're talking about, like you don't know what the hell. Like I can see why they wouldn't want to talk to anyone. Why they don't.
Yeah.
It's hella fucking people, and it's
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
It's that whole stand
Yeah.
from Eminem's song, the stand where.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I imagine that probably if you're on tour, right, you're probably not doing press every single day of the tour. It's probably like your major cities. So like if you're in SF, maybe you'll go to a couple radio stations. If you're in New York, you're gonna do those LA. But if you're in like Ohio, you're probably a chiller day throughout the day, so it's easier. But if you're in San Francisco and stuff like that, these are the big hubs for artists to come through, and these are the days where they're like, I really do not want to stand, you know.
Also, some people are talented and just terrible people.
No, but he said that her security said that she usually does come out and sign
No, I
autographs.
know. But I'm saying
So-
like there's some that I'm sure just they're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
but
I'm sure.
But they're talented.
Or maybe they're just super introverted. Some people
That
are just
too.
uncomfortable
I
talking.
do also think about that as well. When you hear like celebrities are rude, but then you hear like other celebrities talk about them, be like, they're the nicest people ever. Have you thought about like maybe they just got uncomfortable when you yelled their name in their face?
So
you know what it reminds me of?
what?
Like, hey, I don't like that.
The Patrice thing that he did on Opie and Anthony, where he talked about how Asians aren't nice, but they do good work.
Oh, yeah. Hi, O'Neal. So, but Patrice was talking about like how like Asians are like the dry cleaners and the people he get his
Restaurants.
food from. Restaurants are some of like the most meanest and like
No
like
customer
rude,
service.
no customer service, none of that
But
stuff.
their food is delicious.
Food is
and
fucking delicious. He was like, and he's like, and they're fucking dry cleaner, the best
Amazing.
fuckers around. You know, he's I come here all the time, and he was like, you can call me Patrice. Okay, O'Neal. It was like, what the? It was like, they don't even let you get by with like just like a little like, you're not gonna charge me. He's like, I come here every week. I buy food here all the time. You know me. You know my order. He's like, but you still. Then he's like, oh,
they're cheap as fuck.
He was like, it's $8.98, and then he was like, okay. So I handed her. He's like, I handed her
Like $9.
like $9 or something like that, and then or it was something. And
No. I know what you're talking about.
No, it was like it was like 902. And then she sticks out her hand.
She cupped her
because she wanted like the 98 cents or some shit.
No. It was some dude cleaned his fish tank.
Yeah. And
the dude said, I changed the filter twice last time and I didn't get paid. And he was like, it was like $2 or something.
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, babe, bring me my cup of quarters.
Yeah.
He said he brought it, and then he brought the cup of quarters just to see if this dude was gonna be like, oh no, it's good.
Yeah.
And then he said, this motherfucker cupped his hand. But then he also talked about I went to this Russian lady before.
Yeah.
He's like, great lady, very personable. I don't eat jelly. This bitch turned my shit whack with jelly stains.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But Asian lady, rude.
Yeah.
Never smiles.
Yeah.
Amazing
shit. Spotless. He was like,
shirt.
it looks brand new and stuff like that. Where he's like, so if they wasn't so bad, but they do amazing work. You know,
at the restaurant, the verbal abuse is just part of the decor.
Yeah. He said, what are you gonna do? Make General Cho's chicken at home?
What are you gonna do? Go to Panda Express? I dare you.
Exactly. It was I was like, that's so true.
Those fucking people should go listen to all. It's not even. It feels like each one of those fucking Patrice interviews.
Yeah.
It's like a special in itself.
It is. And it's funny because the Elephant in the Room special, he talked about throughout the years he was on Anthony and Opie. And a lot of times they said he wasn't even supposed to be interviewed. He would just show up to the radio because after a while they became like super friends. And then he would just
he hosted episodes himself.
And he started taking that shit over at the Black Phillip Show, one of the most iconic and classic. I still listen to that shit.
I watched his tribute video maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Started watching shit again.
Yeah.
And I teared up. I
can't watch it. I was like, they was like, because the mood is somber. They're just like, our late great friend Patrice O'Neal passed away recently, and I'm just like, man, fuck, he's really gone. He's been dead for like almost like 12 years, but I'm like, it still hits because I'm just like all this dope stuff that he was doing.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What do you think he would be at if he were still alive right now? I think about that all the time because I think about that with like Bill Hicks.
Yeah.
Or Freddie Soto. Those dudes would have been like.
I think that was Selena.
He would have been.
Selena.
Yeah,
that was Selena.
He would have
Richie
been.
Valens.
He would have been fucking huge because it was several different things. Him and Chris Rock. Like Chris Rock loved him, but then hated him because Patrice would just he would just shoot himself in the foot.
Too real,
right? He would shoot himself in the foot. He was like a terror to be on.
He was gonna be the dad.
The dad from Everybody Hates Chris.
Everybody
Hates Chris. He was supposed to be the dad. It wasn't supposed to be Terry Crews. It was supposed to be Patrice O'Neal. He was great. He did great, and then he kind of forgot a few of his lines, but he can improv super good. He was like, but being there, Patrice was a fucking nightmare around everything because they were shooting this, they were shooting this.
He would tell the producers to fuck off.
He's like, they hated being around him, right? And it wasn't until even what's the dude who wrote Chappelle's Show with
Neil Brennan.
Neil Brennan said the same thing. He was like, before he died, he finally understood how much of how fucked up it was all them years he was like doing this shit. Because after he shot his not his HBO but his Comedy Central special, he got to do a pilot that he was gonna push, right? And he's like, and I'm over here doing this. I'm working with like the camera people, how it's gonna be doing the production and all this kind of stuff. And this fucking asshole is fucking just doing this thing and doing that shit, just being the fucking terror. He's like, you know how fucking stressed I was? I got 13 people talking to me and stuff like that. And he was like, it wasn't until that moment he was like, fuck. I was this ignorant fuck messing up, and like Chris Rock, he's like, bless, I love him now. He's trying to vouch for me, and I'm just like, fuck you, this person. He's like, no wonder why I didn't get it. He's like, 'cause sometimes you just want to be around people who makes the situation less stressful. And then they said that was the turning point that he started to have a month before his passing. So I think he would have blew up, and he probably would have finally
been like, he would have had his own sitcom.
Yeah, all that. If not, he would have probably had several specials, Netflix, and all that kind of stuff.
My favorite thing, I don't want to.
Yeah, go for it.
Is when they had Gallagher on.
Oh yeah.
And Gallagher, the Opie and Anthony were asking, do you really? Because he's like accused him of being racist.
Yeah.
Do you ever imagine black people on the stoop before you hit? And then Patrice interrupted. No. Better yet, why watermelons, motherfucker? That's the clip.
That's the clip, right? That's the clip.
Oh, shit. You guys know
Solo clip.
Yeah.
He died recently.
You did, yeah.
Back to what you're saying, though. Actually, there's a big a big well-known thing, like in all of entertainment, is how you get jobs is by the hang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like by the hang.
Hanging out, yeah.
If
Oh, shit.
oh, you just on Instagram while we're
I'm replying back to guests, right?
But like how we hang out. If the guest is coming on here and they're a cool person in general, not on camera, off camera too, we want to have him back because he's fun to have around. Yeah. If you're an asshole to us, and your episode probably did good, it would just be a pain in the ass and a come to vote kind of thing where like, are we willing to sit with this asshole for another 2 hours, you know, versus, you know, have this guy.
Ari Spears
this guy is fun.
Ari Spears is like that. Ari Spears was super talented. He started like really breaking through the comedy world. Like I remember he got like an HBO special. He did the first Shaq All Stars and he closed it out. He headlined it, and he had like this really like nice bubble. Like he was like about, you know, like that 15 minutes of fame, whatever, or 15 seconds, and he was like really starting to. But then he didn't. He needed to lose weight. He didn't. He needed like some like the eye black around like to fix that and stuff. He started doing that like recently, but then he kept shooting himself in the foot. Also, I heard that terrible person to be around. Like just a complete asshole to everybody. Like I remember I was at Tommy T's. This was like I think it's like 2018 or something like that, or 2017. And the lady was like, yeah, Aries was trying to kiss me, and I was like, what the fuck? And it was like, then she's like, he was like cussing at staff, and I was like, oh, this is why you probably haven't, because the moment you know you started to fade a little bit, it was like, oh, well, I didn't like him anyway. Like he's like versus if you're okay but great to be around, you kind of it can help push your success to make it last longer. That's why Kevin Hart. They say Kevin Hart is incredible work ethic, shows up on time.
I was about to say that because they used to. Crazy ass Cat Williams used to accuse him of selling his soul for his fame.
Yeah, exactly.
And he talked about how I didn't, you know, when he got asked about that, he's like, it's not that I did that, it's that fucking Cat Williams shot himself in the foot with drugs and you know being difficult to work with. And
it took Kevin years to finally say that shit. Like he, because I remember
years
because
it was after he got beat up by that kid, Cat Williams.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you remember that video going viral?
Yeah, and it was because Kevin Hart. Because I remember it was Night School, the movie Night School. They was promoting that, but it was going to theaters. But Cat Williams had been saying that for years. Him and Mike Epps had a beef, and then Mike Epps just kept it cool. He was like, "Hey man, until you do better with your ticket sales, don't come at me, okay?" Like because Mike Epps, he was like, what the fuck? But Mike Epps started, he was like, if Cat Williams never did drugs, Kevin Hart wouldn't have been as big. And then like black community kind of piggybacked off that. I was like, well, if Dave Chappelle never quit his show, Cat Williams wouldn't have been big, because Dave Chappelle was huge and then he like went away, and then Cat Williams rose. And then when Cat Williams started fucking up, that's when Kevin Hart rose. So I'm like, well, we got all these like tears and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, it took years, because Cat Williams used to say he would not show up, he would be late,
get drugged up and fight. Like he fought with some cholo.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Just like a fucking terror to be around. Super talented, super great, one of the best to ever do it. But then like all this other shit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think the work ethic of every person is like,
that's what it comes down to.
Man.
Talent is good, but if you're not easy to work with and you're not fucking like a hard worker too, that's what we were talking about with Rodrigo yesterday. Is like, there's a lot of good comics, but a lot of these fools expect things to be handed to them. Yeah, he's like, you know, he told me some stories. Like some comics, they think, the clubs are against me. It's not that. You gotta work hard.
Yeah.
Well, I was listening to those rap podcasts.
But even that's not everything.
Yeah, it's not being funny. Not everything.
Well, I was listening to this rap podcast, and they're like,
you listen to rap podcasts?
There's this one that I really like.
Just one. Okay, never mind.
Because it's like more business oriented.
Of course.
And they were like, talent is so easy to find.
Oh yeah.
It's like, it's ridiculous how many people are talented. So that's never been the industry. Like we think it is. Like, oh, back in the day they used to get people on talent. No. It was work ethic. If who shows up? You might. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had to find you through talent, but just because you're talented doesn't mean I want to sign you. Doesn't mean you're going to be the biggest star ever. It's your work ethic. And
it's also your impressions that you leave.
It's your hang.
It's your hang.
It comes back to that. It's your work ethic and your hang.
Yeah,
and a little bit of talent.
You guys know this. The viewers don't know this. That's one thing I've always been big on is work ethic and your attitude.
Right.
Being on time, being respectful, respecting our time, and being fun to be around.
Right.
Like,
but even if you're fun to be around and you don't show up on time, it's forgivable.
Yeah, like we have
to an
certain
extent.
guests who
15
we
minutes.
won't have back. The audience will never know who they are.
Right.
We know who they are because we know what happened. But we know what happened before the cameras were rolling.
Yeah.
And after the cameras were rolling.
It's tough when, like, you know, when we see guests not be able to come, you know, and then you kind of get that first bad impression, because I like to look at it like this. I understand possibly someone's mentality when you hear the voice party. You see, we're not the biggest podcast in the world, whatever, and so you get it is, but what people see is like, oh, I'll come on their podcast, right? That sounds cool, whatever. Like, oh, I'll just come on next week. I'll
This
just
is something that happens every week.
every weekend. It's fine, you know what I mean? But it's like it's a big production, comparable to bigger professional productions. Especially when people come here, the first thing we get all the time is, "Oh shit, you guys are legit. You guys, this is a bigger production than I thought."
Yeah, that's
you know?
the thing is like, the audience doesn't see. We get here at like 9 o'clock to set all this up,
Right.
And we're doing 12-hour days every time we record,
Right.
And we have guests. We have slots for all of our guests, and so if you no show. Or if you're late, that fucks up the next guest. That fucks up our schedule. We got things and so I'm always big on like, just be respectful. Like, I know we're not the fucking Joe Rogan podcast. We don't have like fucking $1 million exclusive deal with Spotify.
Right.
Just be on time. If you're gonna be late, let us know. If you can't make it, let us know. We'll book somebody else. Like, just treat us the way you would treat your job.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, or a job that you like.
Well, I mean, like if you just didn't show up to your job one day.
Especially
or
if
showed up
you're
an
like-
hour late, you ain't gonna have a job no more.
Well, I have bad coworkers who like were able to get away with some shit. So like treats it like a job, but you know how some people treat like fucked up at their job. So I'm like a job you like, you know, kind of or people like you guys say, like sometimes people always hit me up like, hey, I'm available this week if you record. I'm like, we don't record till this other week, but we drop it every week, so they think it's every week, and I'm like, oh, we ain't gonna have it till this time. You got to try to plan ahead of time. That's like one of the guests that we want to have on, like he's only in town like a few days throughout the month, and it's usually never do.
And we've talked about like if there's like a famous person who's like, hey, I'm going to be in town at the San Jose Improv if you guys want to do something, we'll make special arrangements. We fucking went to Felipe and did a special thing with Felipe to make that happen. If you're a nobody, we're not going to do that.
Whoa. No,
I think that's the wrong choice of words there, but but like
you can't say
You're still building your brand.
There you go.
Or if you're
it's
a
harder.
local celebrity, we're not
There you go.
necessarily
It's
going
harder.
to.
Well, I mean, like that extra
when I
work
know-
has to be. There has to be a return on that investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're going to put in all
100%.
that extra work to drive out to you and you know rearrange our schedule to film just one episode with you instead of having you come to our schedule.
Here's what we just talked
need
about
to get
too,
a
though.
return on that. We need to make sure we're going to get views or we're going to get buzz or we're going to get audience.
We just talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Well, tell them.
Sorry. Say what? Remind me of what we were talking about.
We're gonna kind of.
Got you. Sorry. So we were talking. Oh, did I just drop my phone?
Yeah.
Damn it. So we were talking, and we were thinking maybe we should do more.
For at least a few months.
For a few months, let's start doing more episodes just us.
Yeah.
Because we're such guest based.
Yeah.
And I think truly.
We need to get away from that for a bit. Just to kind of get the users to listen to us.
The other thing too is like when you see other podcasts, you're focused on those hosts, you're focused on each other's personalities, and I don't think truly we've had an opportunity to show who we are as a group. We feel it because we're here together all the time. We text every day. We do this and that, so we know how we vibe together. But the audience doesn't know how we vibe together, and I think more episodes like this is really going to show.
Yeah.
We do have to be careful that we don't just become a movie review podcast. You three.
We like movies, dude.
And you.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I literally make movies. Like that's my
you
job.
do.
But if it's
But Mr. Comedy Podcast over here wants to become a exorcist.
Let's make sure we don't do that shit. Let's make sure we don't do that shit. Because then Corday won't be on here those episodes. All right? Or
but like truly, I think we should have more episodes. You know, I would love to spend a full episode talking about breaking down your hip hop career.
Absolutely.
I would love to have a full episode.
Backyard wrestling.
Backyard wrestling. I would love to break that down. I would love to have an episode where we break down more how you got into comedy and like Eddie Griffin and stuff. We've heard like the kind of not pushover story, but like the.
I just want to say
the quick rundowns.
We'll do a full episode on that, but I want to do a cool story of something we just did last weekend that was dope.
Oh yeah,
we had a beer at the first place we met.
Oh, dude!
And we had a moment. We had a moment.
Did you guys kiss?
Yeah. We could have.
No,
but it was.
I was grabbed his ass.
We were actually. You know what? I did say this. Like, this is the most romantic thing I've done in a long time.
He did say it, and I was like,
right by the water.
Yeah,
it was the first place that is where I met Johan. Is where I met Johan. Is where I met Gaspar, where I met him. It was Chris Smith. Assemble in Richmond.
We get it.
We get it. It's where they did the 5Ks. Shout out to Moving Forward.
Yeah.
The 5K, we showed up.
Yeah.
Did you guys go?
Yeah, we showed up. Yep.
Did you run it?
No,
bro. We showed up 10 minutes before closing time.
Oh fuck!
And then this one was thanking people for coming.
got hey man, thank you for coming.
That's hilarious.
When we were there, we realized it used to be called the Boiler House.
Yeah. Oh, that restaurant right there.
And that's the first show I ever went where I saw a local comedy. And that's where I met Corday.
Yeah, it was a surreal moment, dude. I was like, fuck, I haven't been here. I realized I hadn't been there in probably about...
Rest in peace, Kathy.
Rest in peace, Kathy. I realized I hadn't been there in like probably like 11, 12 years. And I was like trying to remember, back like shit, dude, I was performing like right there on that stage. And it was like, it's surreal. Like, I never thought I would get like this far and like, look what I've done. And we both had a surreal moment. And like, Nick was like, yo. And then we started talking about comedy. I was like, look how far we came, dude. I wouldn't think I was like doing out of state shows and just having all the time. I was like, I was like, man, I remember I was lazy back then. I was so cocky too. And then, so it was just like a lot hitting me all at once.
It was emotional for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was like, I mean, I haven't been there since...
Probably around the same time. I think it was like 2013.
I think I went on dates there after, but I haven't been like, it's all different now.
Yeah.
And that's literally, like we were there for like 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Just talking.
Yeah. Old comedy stories, and then we did comedy that night.
Yeah, and we did comedy at night.
And we hung out for another 5 hours.
Yeah, and then we talked more about like other stuff and like other people and things like that and where we want to go. Like,
that's cool, man. I mean, you need those kind of memories.
Well, you need to reflect.
I think you need to reflect.
You get lost in this shit sometimes when you're just like...
I was gonna say, do you guys feel at any point like recently that you guys have been like kind of like on autopilot a little too much?
I try not to.
Nah,
that's good.
I try to.
If you're not, that's good. That's great. Because I'm not feeling like that right now because the band's not doing enough shows to feel like that.
But you guys are starting to do shows now because for a while you weren't doing.
Yeah, but we're not doing enough that I feel like I'm on autopilot yet.
No, I know.
Like I'm working on stage.
Yeah.
I'm consciously.
Also, seeing your peers do new material kind of makes you like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's been. I want to have him back on, but hanging out with Gabe was cool because we talked with him for a while too, and and that's like a Richmond guy doing shit outside of Richmond, and basically just breaking down the whole Las Vegas scene, and he invited both of us to go perform.
In September.
I don't know if I'll make it. Are you going to make it?
I don't know. I got to see.
Yeah, at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club. September 2nd.
He has his own comedy club?
Gabe Nolasco.
Jimmy Kimmel does, yes.
Gabe Nolasco's headlining September 2nd at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club. If you're in Las Vegas, go check him out. You got any shows you want to plug for this real quick? I got one I want to plug.
Well, you go ahead. Let me try to look up mine.
September 13th, I'm going to be at the San Jose Improv. I need everybody to come out. It's going to be me, Brian Hicks, Alejandro Ochoa, Ed Black, Pete Munoz, and I don't know who else. But I'm assuming you're going to be there, right?
Yeah, I'm pull up.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So
I think we should all ride together if you guys...
For sure.
Nah, it's cool. Definitely. I got a show tonight at Sack Punchline.
Ah, shoot.
But then Lily Max and Sunnyvale, we're doing that one together.
Yeah, we are. That's Thursday.
It's Thursday, yeah. And then this one in Oakland on the 27th.
Okay, so that's the only one probably before this comes out, right?
Yeah.
This episode's going to air in September.
No, I know. I was thinking that,
All right, and then Marcos, you got any upcoming shows?
I don't have any upcoming. Well, actually, I do have possibly October 9th at Hotel Utah, but I will keep you guys more updated. Follow Tomorrow's Dune for that.
Is it in Utah?
Hotel Utah in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I also
it's a hotel bar. So I think it's really cool.
We talked about a project. You and I.
This is correct.
Is a poetry night that we're gonna, as a voice party, run for my guy here because he's. You guys ever heard his poetry though?
No, I've heard his. Did you?
Okay, knowing what you know about Joaquin. No, not the rap.
Wait, did somebody say no? That wasn't me.
That was me.
No, I said.
Oh.
No, I said no. I said no.
That sounded like me, but it wasn't me.
Knowing what you know about Joaquin, would you want to hear his poetry?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That's why I wanted a whole episode on his like hip hop career too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because hip hop is poetry.
He's a poetic dude, just in the way he speaks.
Yes, indeed.
Huh?
He's a poetic dude, just in the way he speaks.
Absolutely.
I understand that. That's why he has the name
Hip-hop is
Encyclopedia too. That's why he's an encyclopedia.
Don't get snappy with me, all right? Yeah. I'll fucking flip your chair over.
JD, all I got to do is jog away.
If you can keep up, fucking popcorn lungs.
That's why he keeps giving it to you, so he has a better chance of getting it away. You ain't thinking about that
strategy.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I like.
You know what helps me before I sing? Smoke a cigarette.
Really?
Yeah, it's something weird, bro.
Nah, that's not.
We're ready.
That's the episode.
And
That's been the voice party.
And we're out.
There you go.
Oh my God.